you're having a good day today. So today I am going to do a sleek hairstyle with my growing out Pixie. I'm growing out my natural brown color, but I'm gonna try a new product today that I saw on Ulta, and it's called Color Wow, and it is actually makeup for your hair. So you can use this for a root cover up, and it basically camouflages the roots and dark regrowth instantly. And I got the platinum color for light blonde, and I washed my hair yesterday. I did not wash my hair today, but my goal today is to flat iron my hair in a very deep part. What I've been doing is kind of having not really a part right here as my hair kind of swoops over, but I'm gonna do a very strict part here on the side of my head, and I'm gonna try out this new product. I'm probably gonna flat iron my hair. I've got 2 flat irons plugged in. My Chai, gosh guys, I've had this for, I wanna say at least 10 years. I've had this, and it still looks new. And then I've got my little tiny travel flat iron, which works really great for short hair. So if I can't get deep enough with this, because it's really good for long hair because it's so wide, I will try my little tiny flat iron. So nothing crazy today, just gonna comb out my hair. By the way, I actually wanted to brag about a shampoo and conditioner that I've been using the last week that I think is so good, and I've been wanting to try it, but it's the Olaplex Bond Maintenance Shampoo and Olaplex Bond Maintenance Conditioner. This is good for any hair, but I think it's one of the highest quality shampoo and conditioners I've ever used, and my hair feels the best. I've tried a couple other Olaplex products, but this is what I've been shampooing and conditioning with the whole last week, and I love it. So I just wanted to brag on that for a second. What's nice about Pixie Cuts is you don't need a lot of product, so a small bottle like this will last a long time. You don't need very much. You need just like maybe 2 peas size of product if you have short hair. Anyway, let's get started with this flat ironing. I think I want to keep this part right here. Yeah, I like that. All right, so I'm parting very straight here. And sometimes if you're doing a sleek hairstyle for your pixie cut, paying attention to your part, if you're gonna do a part like this, is extremely important because people will notice the little details. All right, I'm gonna leave that part alone now, and I'm gonna start taking segments of this and flat ironing them. Okay, that was good. I don't want to put too much curl in because I want it to be very sleek. I've gotten a couple comments, by the way, I want to address this on my channel about how it's not good to use heat tools on bleached hair. I suppose I would agree, but I'm really hard on my hair, and also I am growing out the bleached part of it. But I have to say that as long as you have good shampoo and conditioner and you do take good care of your hair, I've always used heat tools on my hair and it hasn't fallen out yet. Cross my fingers. But that is one of the goals, is when I do grow this out, that I should be able to use heat products even more if I wanted to. My hair is also grown out quite a bit, like it's over my ear, which I know it was way up here before. What I'm kind of thinking is that, I think I told you guys this before, but I got my first COVID shot about a month ago, and I'm getting my second one this next Friday, so like only 6 days away from now. So technically 2 weeks after that, I should be able to go get my hair cut. I'm kind of thinking that I let this grow out long enough to where I can get a professional haircut and get the blonde cut off. But I don't want to do it too early, because if I cut it now, I will basically have a shaved head. So I have to wait for it to grow out a little bit longer, maybe another ½ inch or an inch, and then I'll probably get the cut. So meanwhile, I will be enjoying a little longer pixie cut than I normally have, but it's kind of fun because you can do a little more with longer hair. You can put more curl in, you can try different styles. All right, I'm pretty happy with this. And I'm gonna just show you the back and sides here. This is what it looks like now. All right, so the next step with a sleek style is to apply product to really solidify the style. Today, I'm going to use Alterna Caviar Anti-Aging Grit Paste. So I wanted something kind of in between a cream hair product and something that had a little more substance. And so it looks kind of like a cream product, but it's a little heavier. So I'm gonna just take a little bit there. And what I'm gonna do with this, rub this on my hands, is basically getting everything in place. With a slick style, you don't need much volume. And you can do some kind of neat things with the front. I did a finger wave video, which came out okay. Not as good as I expected, but you can still do some things with the front when you do a sleek style like this. You can kind of mold it to curve around like this. And I really like with a sleek style, really pushing the bangs down like this and having some of the bangs cover your forehead. The other thing I like to do with a sleek style is kind of puff up the back a little bit. Like this. I'm kind of like angling my sideburns here. Take a quick look at the back here. So that would be one thing that I want to do, is take the back and put a little tiny curl into it. Since I have that undercut pixie going, those top segments on the back can look a little out of place if they don't have a little bit of curl in them. All right, we'll take a look at the back again. All right, so I'm pretty happy with the style right now. I like how the sleekness looks. Now is the big reveal to see if this color wow works for my roots. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it out. Okay, it comes in a little container like this. It looks kind of like a palette, doesn't it? Interesting. And then you've got your color here, which looks like eyeshadow, and you've got a little brush. The brush has a big end right there, and it also has a little end right here. So let's read the directions. It says cover gray roots, so this is for gray. Cover gray roots instantly and seamlessly. Even camouflage dark regrowth without peroxide. Professional mineral powder adheres to hair without feeling sticky, oily, or stiff. Hair retains shine and natural feel. Fast and easy, precise, no mess application. Water resistant, last until shampooed out. Oh, that's good to know. Free of waxes and dyes. So here are the directions. Apply to dry hair. Load up small end of brush with powder. Use free hand to pull hair flat, taut against head, and press brush down firmly into roots, starting from the scalp and working out. Do not use sweeping motion. Apply more powder as needed. To extend highlights, use side edge of small brush, like if I wanted to extend it. All right, and it even says there's a how-to video at colorwowhair.com for a how-to video, which I have not watched. I kind of like not watching any of those how-to videos and just trying the products out for myself. I feel like I get a more authentic experience that way. All right, it didn't really explain what the bigger brush is, but we'll see how this works. So I'm gonna take the small brush here and I'm gonna load it up with powder. So you wanna be able to put your hand over your hair. All right, I see a little bit. I'm kind of wondering if I have too much growth. I'm gonna use the big brush, not the little brush. It's definitely lighter. It definitely has dimmed, but it certainly is still there. Like you can see my brown. I have to say, I'm not super impressed so far. Like, I see that some powder is going on there, but certainly it's not doing much. I kind of wonder, like, if you had been dyeing your hair brown and you had gray coming in, I wonder if it would do a better job, because what I'm trying to do is put a platinum colored powder on my dark root and it just doesn't seem to be getting it. And maybe it's because my hair is just too dark for the platinum. It does seem to be lighter overall. Now, I do want to say too, like, root grow out is not a bad thing. I only bought this really because I just thought it would be fun to try, but like, would I use this on a regular day? Probably Probably not. I'm not terribly impressed so far on how this does for platinum grow out. Like, I keep putting more on and I'm not noticing much difference. So, am I done trying this out? I think I am. I think this is a thumbs down for me. This did not really improve much. It feels kind of odd putting makeup in your hair. Not that that's a problem. If it did work, would I suggest, and I'm gonna try to comb out a little bit to see if that did help any, but you guys maybe will see a difference that I didn't see because you're looking at the video. I just don't feel very impressed with the product. I don't really think it did anything, and I think maybe if you had just a little tiny bit of grow out, maybe like 1/8 of an inch or something like that, and you were going to a fancy dinner or something, maybe it would be worth doing if you didn't feel like coloring your hair. But I'm not terribly impressed with the product. So there is my review. We tried it, it didn't work, that's okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and spray my hair. This was a very simple style today, but still super cute. I just kind of think we need a little embellishment on this. So I have this little barrette. Now what I'll probably do after I get off of here is change my earrings out to be gold rather than silver, but I'm gonna use this little hair clip. All right, let's spray this. All right, guys, what do you think? Now, again, if I was doing a sleek hairdo, I would probably have brought my hair over this part so that the grow out wasn't accentuated, but I still think this looks really cute. And you can always pop a barrette in. Barrettes are underrated for pixie cuts. I wear them all the time, especially if I'm having like, oh, I've got to get ready real quick, pop a quick little barrette in my hair, and I think they're really cute, especially if you have a side part. If you have a middle part, they're a little harder to finagle, but if you have a side part, they're really nice to wear, whatever length your hair is. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have you, and I'll see you next time.